Shalom, 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 Yasha this your boy, Brother Shamu Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called Oxymoron, right? First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Call Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi, right? And the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom to you all as well. I came across this article. It says Biden awards Denzel Washington, Magic Johnson, and Fannie Lou Hammer with Presidential Medal of Freedom. Right? Like I said, today's lesson is going to be called Oxymoron, right? It says the ceremony unfolded in a historic White House East Room. It says where President Biden reflected on its legacy as the site where President Lincoln met Frederick Douglass in 1865 to unify the nation. President Joe Biden awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom to 19 recipients on Saturday afternoon, including Black American luminaries, actors Denzel Washington, former NBA star, and business mogul Irvin Magic Johnson, and the late civil rights activist Fannie Lou Hammer. It says other recipients include former Secretary of State, U.S. Senator, and First Lady Hillary Rodham Clinton, musician Bono, actor Michael J. Fox, and the late Robert F. Kennedy Sr., fashion designer Ralph Lauren, and longtime Vogue editor-in-chief Anna Wintour. The ceremony unfolded in a historic White House East Room where President Biden noted President Abraham Lincoln and Black abolitionist Slovakia Frederick Douglass stood to unify the nation after delivering Lincoln's 1865 inaugural address. It says Biden praised the group for their unwavering passion to strengthen and resolve as one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all. It says the president added, "You feed the hungry, you give hope to those who are hurting, you craft the signs and sounds of our movements and our memories." So it says during his awarding, Denzel Washington embraced Biden with a hug after President placed the Medal of Freedom award around his neck. The Oscar-winning actor, who was recently baptized and received a ministry training license, was praised as one of the greatest actors of our time. It just keeps going, right? It says over 4 decades on screen and stage, his portrayals of iconic figures and everyday people have earned him wide acclaim. That includes 2 Academy Awards, 2 Golden Globe and Tony Awards so far, said the White House announcer as President Biden awarded the Medal of Freedom to Washington. Let's see. It says the admiration of audience and peers is only exceeded by what of the countless young people he inspires, an unmatched dignity, extraordinary talent, and unflinching faith in God and family. Denzel Washington himself is defining character of the American story. So it says the medal of Freedom is the highest civilian honor bestowed by President of the United States on a U.S. Citizen. It is established. It was established by President Harry S. Truman in 1945, but became a modern tradition in 1963 when President John F. Kennedy selected 31 recipients, including Marian Anderson, the first African American to perform at the Metropolitan Opera. It says Fannie Lou Hamer, who famously registered black voters throughout the South and advocated for voting rights. It says was humously Salakia awarded her Medal of Freedom, which was accepted by Doris Hammer Richards' relative. It says the White House named Hammer as one of the most powerful voices of the civil rights movement. Let's keep going, Salakia. Let's keep going. Here we go. So it says Magic Johnson drew laughs inside the East Room during the awards ceremony. His 6'9" frame had to bend down for President Biden, who is 6 feet tall, to place a Medal of Freedom around him. Johnson, who played his 12 years in the NBA career with the Los Angeles Lakers, was honored for his unmatched athleticism, but also his advocacy for HIV/AIDS awareness and treatment. Under the same bright lights, his honesty about his HIV status shattered stigma and saved lives, said the White House. It says the first retired athlete to build a true business empire. He champions underserved communities with legendary will and smile. Magic Johnson rose from the playground in Lansing, Michigan, to become one of the most beloved athletes of our time. It says not a bad group, huh? Biden said with the glee at the end of this of Saturday's ceremony. It says, as Biden's presidency ends in just 2 weeks, the 82-year-old president left the room of honorees, families, and dignitaries with a call to action, seemingly encouraged them as President-elect Donald Trump prepares his controversial return to the White House. It says, our sacred effort continues, said President Biden. We have to keep going. As my mother would say, we got to keep the faith, right? So basically, these two individuals received the Medal of Freedom, right? The Medal of Freedom. And why I labeled this oxymoron, right? And we're going to get the definition real quick. And we're going to go over some scriptures, right? This is going to be not too long, right? Most of you know where I'm going. So it says an oxymoron. It says a figure of speech in which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction, right? An example, faith unfaithful kept him falsely true, right? It says oxymoron definition. It says the meaning of oxymoron is a combination of contradictory or encourages words such as cruel kindness, right? Broadly, something, right? So when you talk about the Medal of Freedom and you're not free, right? How can you're handing these people a Medal of Freedom, right? But let's go into the scriptures, right? Let's go into the scriptures and let's find out, All right. So if we understand that we are not free, what good is a Medal of Freedom? All right. This is Baruch, Salakia. Baruch chapter 3 and verse number 8. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahawah Bahasham our power. All right. So we are yet this day in our captivity, right? Are we not in the same place that we were taken to to do what? To work, as slaves, right? In the cotton fields, right? In these with the sugarcane fields and all these different things, right? We're still here in this land of captivity, right? But you're saying that you're passing out medals of freedom to people, right? I mean, it's almost laughable. But you see, our people, they just eat it up. They just they're so happy, and you see the picture, they're just cheesing and grinning from ear to ear, man, right? And it had me thinking, what is that? Ecclesiastes. And I was gonna label this, what freedom, because this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. It says, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart." Right, and these are just one of these more of these gifts, trying to keep Jake sleep, man. Right. And what do? They give them to, your top celebrities, your top athletes. They do these different things, in hopes that people will continue to stay docile and stay asleep. All right. While they continue to keep you in slavery. Right. Let's get that. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 33. And that's what was simple mind of our people, man. Simple mind of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Is that you don't understand that you are in captivity yet to this day, and you of the diaspora, right? You're still in captivity. You're still in the land of your captivity, right? And you're thinking that you're free, right? Oh, well, they just gave me a freedom, a medal of freedom, right? But you're still a captive. You're still a captive here in this land. All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. It says, "Thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, the children of Israel," right, the northern kingdom, "and the children of Judah," right, the southern kingdom, "were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go," right? And that's talking about this here, right? This captivity right here. All right. The same where they're all being oppressed and held captive together here in this great establishment you call Babylon, right? Where they'll give you a medal of freedom, right? Where you're still in captivity, right? The medal of freedom of captivity, right? That's an oxymoron at its best. All right, your captive freedom of medal, right? Just think about that. It makes no sense, right? But our people are so gullible and fall for everything, right? What is that? Just came to my mind. It says, Salakia. Try to get it. Just gotta kind of put it in here real quick. All right, let's get that. This is dang, where is it? Dang, I can't think of it right now. It's not coming up. Salakia, let me see. All right, let's go to Proverbs, right, 14 and 15, right? It says, "The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going," right? And they'll believe anything, right? That they got them a little more money, right? Than most Jakes here, right? They're able to travel so they can entertain the masses. They can do these different things, and yet they think that they're free, right? That they're free. right? And then you have, your boy Denzel, who, just recently got, dipped in water and, for the wacky tacky Christian church. And now he's, what did it say? He was learning something, whatever it is, right? But this is all the madness of this system to try to keep our people in this state of mind, all right? And you giving them, these accolades and these medals, to try to keep people docile, man, right? And our people they fall for everything because our people are simple, right? That's why the Lord said that his people are like lost sheep. If you've seen how simple sheep are, man, right? And I did the video about the sheep who was following the guy, and he put like a white sheet over himself, and hid, and the sheep literally saw him do it, and then is looking around to see where the man is. But that's how simple-minded our people are, right? And not understanding that they are yet this day in their captivity. All right, they are still in captivity to this day. All right. And no medal is going to get you out of that, right? None of that's going to get you out of that. The only person who's going to get you out of that is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? When Yahawashi comes, Yahawashi is coming to deliver and to free the captives, right? Let's get that. Matthew 24 and verse number 30. We'll start there, right? This is Matthew chapter 29. Or 24 and verse 30, it says, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory." Right? Talking about the chariots, right? It's coming in those chariots, those so-called UFO, right? It says, "And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other." All right. And the Lord is coming to deliver the captives, right? Those of the elect of Israel, right? So those of the elect of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you of the diaspora, right? The Lord is coming for his elect chosen. All right. And that's why 2/3, right, of our people here they're gonna have to die. All right, they're gonna have to die, right? Because they've drunken, and they're still continue to be drunk on this Babylon juice, right? Accepting these medals and these different things of freedom, and thinking that they're free, and don't understand that they are yet this day in their captivity. All right, and that's why this gospel has to be preached, right? But they'll use, these celebrities, they'll use these athletes, to try to keep the people in that calm state, knowing that, they're getting over on all the people, and the people are still in captivity, right? To keep them in that American dream state, right? Because you have to be really in a dream to believe that this stuff is is for you. All right. Let's get that. Let's go to Luke 4, verse number 18, right? This is Luke chapter 4, verse 18. It says, "The Spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is upon me, because he have anointed me to preach the gospel." That gospel is the good news, right? To who? To the poor, right? But you got these people, they're well off, man. They're well off. They've already sold themselves, right, to Esau, all right, and he uses them and does what they do to him, right? And you just think about it, just reading that part, they had chuckles and laughs because Magic Johnson, who's like 6'9", had to bend down so this Edomite could put a medal of freedom upon him, in the land of his captivity, right? It's asinine, all right? So it says to preach the gospel to the poor. It says he have sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, right? To preach deliverance to the captives, right? We are still this day in our captivity, right? And this gospel is to be preached to those, to who? To those of the captivity, all right? To those of the captivity, all right? It says, in recovering of the sight to the blind, and to set at liberty them that are bruised. What is liberty? To be free, all right? Freedom, right? That's the real freedom. It's not a goddamn medal that you get, right? From some stanky Edomite, man, who's on his last leg, man. You know, like this is what our people had to understand and wake up, right? But the simple believeth everything, right? And they'll continue in this ways, you know, and they'll teach others to continue in that way. All right. It says to preach the acceptable year of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And that acceptable year, that acceptable day is the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. When Yahawashi comes and returns to do what? To deliver the captives, right? Those of the elect of Israel. All right. And it's not going to be, you know, your favorite rappers and your favorite actors and your favorite, you know, athletes, man. Right. Because most of them have sold their soul already. Right. They're going to continue in the ways. Right. And then they're going to be the same ones who are going to be on TV, you know, just like they did with the jump shot, trying to get you to take the MOTB. Right. And lead you into destruction at the end of the day. All right. Let's get that. Let's get another one, Salakia. Let's go to Isaiah, right? Isaiah 45. And let's go to verse number 13. All right. Isaiah chapter 45 and verse number 13. It says, I have raised him up in righteousness. I will direct all his ways. He shall build my city, and he shall let go my captives, right? Talking about Yahawashi, right? Yahawashi is coming to deliver the captives, right? It says, not for price nor reward, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right? The Lord is coming, you know, to deliver his people, all right? Which are being held captive still to this day. All right? It's not going to be some winky dink metal, man, right? That corrupts, right? What does it talk about? Your gold and your silver is cankered, man. Right? No, this Yahawashi, right? The Heavenly Father Yahawah is sending his son Yahawashi to deliver his elect, right, from the four corners of the earth, man. Right? To deliver the elect from what? From their captivity where they have been scattered. All right. So, you know, it's just an oxymoron to sit here and to place medals of freedom on captives, right? It's truly an oxymoron, right? So I just wanted to do this, you know, lesson, you know, Lord's will, it was edifying, right? With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Kol Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the 144,000 men and to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused, right? Keep watching and keep praying. Right? Ecclesiastes 7:7, man. Surely oppression makes the wise man mad, right? And a gift destroyed the heart. All right? And understand that they're always trying to buy our people out, right? Understand that, all right? And with that, I want to say shalom.